Welcome to Spoil Me Nisi. It's me Nisi here, and I hope that you're all doing very well. So I'm a little late to this rodeo, but I wanted to give my 2 cents and thoughts on Married at First Sight season 13 in Texas. Their official episode number 1, which aired on the 21st, I believe, on Wednesday. I think it was the 21st or whatever. It aired on last Wednesday. So if you haven't seen my previous video about Married at First Sight season 13, just to let you know, my opinion has changed a little bit about these couples. If you haven't seen the episode yet, this video of course is going to have some spoilers. So let's get on into it. So from the last episode, we got to see them have like their bachelorette party. We got to see Bao and Johnny get married, and we got to know each individual person a little bit better. And I must say that so far, my favorite bride is Bao. I don't know, I like her. I think Bao is a cool chick. I also like Michaela a lot. She seems like a lot of fun. As far as the guys, my favorite guys so far would have to be Gil and Johnny. I don't like how Johnny cries all the time. But yeah, I'll get into my thoughts on that in a few minutes. But those are pretty much my favorites as of right now. My least favorites as of right now would have to be Marla or Mirla and Brett. And I'll get into why I feel that way in a few moments. So in my previous video, I did express that I didn't see Bao and Johnny liking each other, but I stand corrected. I actually see a lot of potential in these two as a couple. I think Bao is a very strong woman. And when I say she's a very strong woman, I mean like she knows what she wants. She doesn't want to settle, and there's nothing wrong with not wanting to settle. I think that she seems like she's pretty smart. She seems pretty down to earth. Sometimes she comes off a little bit harsh. Sometimes it seems like her views might be a little bit unrealistic. But I respect how she feels. She's not trying to impose how she feels on anyone else. She just knows what she wants in a man, and she doesn't want to settle. I'm okay with that. But I really like them together. The only thing that I don't like, the only thing that gives me a little bit of pause when it comes to these two is Johnny. He seems like he is very emotional. He seems like he cries at the drop of a dime. And while some women may like that and they may say, oh, he's in touch with his feminine side. Well, some women, a lot of women don't want a man who's that in touch with their feminine side. I know me personally, I don't like a crying man. You got to get it together, because I'm emotional, so I can't. A man being emotional right along with me being emotional as a woman, that's just not my cup of tea. But that's just me. But I kind of get the vibe from Bao that Johnny has about 5 early cries and she's gonna hit the door. But other than that, I also feel like she needs to lighten up a little bit. I did feel like she had a point where she got upset because he got like her a jersey before they got married. That was a little bit immature, I think. He'd have been better off getting her like a little piece of jewelry like they have done in previous seasons, or just getting her a card that says something nice or something like that. Getting her like a jersey is kind of like, meh, I don't know. If I were in her shoes, I probably would have felt the same way that she did. But then again, I like goofy guys, so I probably would have thought it was cute. But anywho, so those are the 2 areas where I feel like they could have some trouble: his emotional behavior and her being a little bit too, maybe just a tad stuck up. But other than that, I think that they're very promising. So another thing that I want to focus on is not necessarily one couple in particular, but I want to focus on the fact that the experts are at it again with the nonsense. Last season, it's already come out that, everybody's least favorite couple of the whole show, of the whole series, was Paige and Chris. And it's already come out that, according to Chris, he says that the experts, he told them what he wanted. He showed them pictures of his exes, and these are all things that he's come out and said, and pretty much said that they kind of souped him up to believe that he was going to have someone similar to what he's had in the past. And that might explain why Pastor Cal didn't think that he would be attracted to Paige in the beginning. But they put them with them anyway. Now, some people have disagreed with me in the past when I say that I think that the experts do this just to get ratings. They always have to find one or two people that are not going to be compatible just to make some kind of conflict to boost ratings or something. And I stand firm on that belief. I find it crazy that they put Marla with Gil. I truly believe that was completely ethnicity driven. Now, I know it's really early on to tell, so for all I know, they might love each other and have a happily ever after. But as of right now, looking at these two's personality, I don't know. He specifically said that he's looking for a woman that's down to earth. She's not on Instagram. She's not doing any of that stuff. That stuff is a big turn off to him. And they gave him exactly what he's turned off by. And she made it very clear that she wants someone that's going to support the fact that she's like on Instagram, that she's pretty into herself like that. And she doesn't like baldies, guys that have bald heads. And they gave her exactly what she didn't like. It's almost as though they took the whole saying of opposites attract a little bit too seriously. And they feel like whatever a person doesn't want, that's what they need. And that's not always true. So me personally, I don't know. When it comes to Mirla and Gil, I'm actually not happy with the fact that the experts put them together. Of course, I hope they work out, because from previous people on the show, from what they say, these people really get married. They are in a real marriage, so naturally I hope all of them work out, especially because of the biblical aspect of marriage. Whether or not you're a person that follows the Bible or not, or whether you're a person that believes in the Bible or believes in God or not, these people that are on this show, they're getting married. It's a real marriage. So I really do hope that it all works out, but I think that the experts are kind of playing games with these people's relationships, at least from what I can see. But I hope Mirla and Gil work out. And then we have Zach and Michaela. I think that they were the token black couple. I think that when they were coming up with all the couples, they chose all these other couples and they had to have a black couple. And I think that that's why they were chosen. Now, my opinion on this might change. My opinion has changed so many times in the previous season. It might change now. But I think that so far, Zach and Michaela might be physically attracted to each other. But personality-wise, no. Opposites don't always attract. Michaela, she seems like she has a very outwards personality, likes to dance, likes to have a whole lot of fun, likes to be over the top. And Zach seems like a mellow dude. And from the sounds of him talking to his family, he doesn't even really sound like he's even ready to get married. But in my opinion, I personally feel like it would have made sense for them to put Zach with Marla and put Michaela with Gil. But that's just me. That in my opinion, that would have made just a little bit more sense. But like I said, I hope they all work out. Now, the two couples, the one couple as of right now that I'm not a whole lot interested in would be, what's this couple's name again? Brett and Ryan. Brett is not my favorite. I don't know what it is about him, but he kind of gives me Chris vibes a little bit. I don't know. He seems like he's really hell bent on how his wife is gonna look coming down the aisle, and he seems like you know, even though Ryan is a beautiful girl and I would imagine that he would like her, what we've learned from previous seasons is even if you think that a person on the show is pretty or handsome, it doesn't mean the person that they get married to is going to agree. So even though I think she's pretty, I don't know. He seems like he has a certain image in the back of his mind of how his wife is going to look and be. And I just hope that Ryan meets that, because if not, I think that he's going to be very upset. Now, the one couple that also concerns me a little bit is Rachel and Jose. And I say that because, as I mentioned in the last video, I sent some like self-esteem issues a little bit with Rachel. And from seeing her family on this last episode, I don't even think if that's all in her head. Her friends seem kind of brutal. She was like, you know, what if you don't like him? But then she put a whole lot of emphasis on, what if he doesn't like you? What if he's repulsed by you? What if he's... And it was just like, well, dang. You know, are you telling Rachel your feelings about her, but making it seem like you're talking about him? Because it kind of seems like the other way around, but... Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, these two, as of right now, Rachel and Jose seem kind of boring. And of course, I do hope that they work out, but I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about those two just yet. So I guess we'll see. I can't wait to see Zach and Michaela get married, and I can't wait to see Gil and Marla get married, because those are the four right now. I think that I'm a little like cringing at the thought of, but I could be wrong, because then again, I thought that Bao and Johnny were gonna hate each other when they got married, but it turned out they really, really liked each other a lot. So I guess we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens. So God willing, on Wednesday, we'll have good reports about all of them. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any comments or other views or opinions, let me know. I would love to talk about it. And in the meantime, God bless you all in Jesus' name.